Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Hendrika, your guide to Once Upon an Orchid right here. And today we are going to be doing some what I call plant condensing, meaning taking a whole bunch of cuttings and instead of potting up one plant into one pot, we're going to put a whole bunch of Arachnis maggiewii cuttings and put it on a mesh ring into a pot. I'm going to demonstrate how I do it and maybe inspire you to do it as well. To me, I like this is because you can put several divisions into one pot. It looks really nice, and yeah, for me, you can put a lot more plant into a single pot. Therefore, it is space saving. Especially for those of you who grow in small areas, you want to maximize as many plants you can squeeze into your growing area as possible for maximum enjoyment. So let me show you how I do it. And yeah, let's go right now to the growing space. So as you have seen, this is my growing space. I've got maggiewii growing all over the balcony. I've got one right here, okay, which is impeding onto this Papilionanthe TMA bloom. So if I don't get this out, I could break the bud and therefore it would damage the flower spike and therefore disqualify from getting a place at the next orchid show. So this is coming out. This long stick is coming out. This one I've made a cutting as well, so this one's coming out. This one as well is just super long. All these divisions here, this one, this whole entire thing is coming out. So I'm going to put, all these different Arachnis maggiewii together. Not really fussed about the color. As you can see, they're like really messy all over the place. And can you imagine once I've done that, okay, they're going to look nice and tidy. Like this one over here. This is my prize plant, Papilionanthe Veltius. Yes, I waited and hunted very long for this plant. So basically, as you can see, okay, with this example as well, this is a Renantheria. When I can put several of them into a pot, and yeah, they just do its thing. So over time, hopefully, which I'm sure it will, okay, it will send blooms just like that. Okay, and yeah, all I have is just one pot. So simple. Okay, so time to sterilize my secateurs and cut them to, as equal length as possible. Let's get right to it. Here I am sterilizing my secateurs and cutting the different plant divisions out for repot. Basically, I've made cuttings of, pretty much equal length as possible. Some are not possible. Some like this. It's become some wonky of a thing, so it needs to be cut up. Some have like this kind of double shoot divisions, which also needs to be cut up, and this one as well that needs to be cut up. Look at how long, lanky. We're going to put them all together on a mesh ring. So I have put all the divisions right here where I'm going to start installing. This is my mesh pole. Okay, and normally I would choose a pot where it gives. So normally I would prefer that the pot have about an inch or so of space, so that the orchid can sit comfortably and I can fill up the media. So that's the plan. So we have everything set up here. We've got the mesh and the pot plants. So the other materials we need are things like wire. I am using these as well, or you can just use any like flexible wire like this or twist ties. And then you need your media. I've got some big lacquer balls from another repotting which I did recently, and yeah, so I'm going to use that to fill up this space in this mesh ring. And of course then you have your media, which I'm going to use my own mix. This is my own mix. You want the formula, look at the description below. This is my all-in-one potting mix. And then after that, I've got some hardwood mulch right here. So that's going to go into the mesh ring itself. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to fill up this space. So the first thing I'm going to do is to just finally get to use these lacquer balls. So I'm just going to, I guess, going to fill it up. Yeah, just going to fill up the space here, just so that it can just fit nice and even. Because once they settle in to the space, you can't move because everything's really stuck right in there. So yeah. Okay, next thing, see, now it's quite stable. Not bad. I need to get more of these balls. Okay, next thing we're going to do is to just fill up the pot. I'm going to fill it up 3/4. Just give it a tap to even out all the media. And we're done. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to get the orchids all organized. And yeah, so we've got about, I don't know, 1 division, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 or 7 of them. I'm just going to give a guesstimate, and we're going to just, you know, like cut them so that I can just stick them here or wire them here. So let's see how we go. Yeah, I sterilized my secateurs with gas burner. Basically, they're going to live together now, so I'm just going to sterilize once, and we start trimming. So like for these, there is no roots here, but never mind. There are arrow roots. There's an arrow root, okay, stuck here, but I think I'll cut this off to show you. There's an arrow root here. I'm going to cut this off. Or you can just cut it like this. I'll probably poke it like this. Okay, I'm going to do it like so. Then there's another bit here. So this one has more roots here. So one here, and then there is an arrow root here. So we're going to put this somewhere. Take out the bottom leaf. This is not needed. Actually, even if we cut this, it's fine. I have confidence of it growing back, but you know, it's okay. There is a nice leaf there. This thing is hard. Should use bypass instead of these shears, but never mind. Whoops! Haha! These kind of things do happen. Okay, so never mind. The plant decided, okay, I'm going to lose that bit. Makes life easier for me. Like this. So I'm going to wire them up one at a time. Basically, I'm going to just like this. Okay, put it into a U shape, and then just wire it up randomly. And then also, actually, you put it in the U shape, and then you put another right angle so that it's easy for you to push it through the mesh. See, like this. Okay. And then you just tie it firm. I think divisions like this that are pretty small, 1 wire is more than enough. So yeah. I have no qualms about sometimes damaging leaves and stuff like that. It's okay, because they grow really quickly and they recover. So yeah. See, 1 is done. Then we've got this one to do. This one is easy, like so. So basically you keep repeating the process, okay, until you fill up the circumference of the ring. That's it. It's pretty repetitive actually, quite easy to do. Done. If you want it more OCD or more like, you know, you want it super straight, then you can still wire it up here like this. It's fine as well. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Okay. Then this one too. Do the next one. I won't put it on the pole because I want actively growing stuff. So this I would put it out back in the open garden. So I'm gonna take this one. This one hasn't flowered for me at all. So this one, okay, because it is so long, I can still put it up here if I want to. So this, I'm gonna stick the whole thing up. And if you put such a bigger, taller plant like this, okay, then yeah, you will get them to flower a lot faster. So I don't mind, sometimes you get slow, get faster. If you want to learn how to make this mesh ring, I haven't yet got a tutorial, but I'm going to send you to Sydney Plant Garden how he makes his. It's quite similar to how I do it actually. So do the next one. So I think I'm going to tie one more up here. Okay. So the process is kind of repetitive. You just, you know, I took the wires and tied it to the plant, and then from the plant I tied the wires to the mesh. So yeah, I fast forward it so that it's not too boring and slow. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, that's good. Maybe I should get this one attached to it as well. Yeah, get this one all. I like it all nice and firm and tight and stuck to the mesh. Okay, one more done. This one, this is the wonky one. The wonky one. Hiya, so wonky. I think like that. Can you imagine this thing had a seed pod? Actually, come to think of it, okay, this was not a very smart move, because I put 2 small ones and then I put 3 big ones. I think what I'm going to redo is to make it more even, like probably put three big ones, like in a triangle shape, and then put 3 small ones together. That would probably be more effective. So let's give it a go. So at this point, I wanted to get the plants all in a well-balanced direction, meaning that there was an equal number of tall plants to shorter ones, so that, you know, aesthetically it will look a lot more pleasing and showy when it blooms. So definitely, you know, with these kind of orchids, the tall ones will flower first and then the shorter ones will catch up. So once all the plants have been tied to the pole, I fill up the center, as you can see, so that, you know, I want it to be stable. And moving forward, I just carry on to continue filling up the pot with my media, so that, you know, when it's wet, it really adds or acts as a weight. Now I take out the hardwood chips, and yeah, very simple, just fill it in. I'm trying to pick out some of the leaves and roots so that it doesn't get too cramped up in there. Thanks for watching to the end of this video. Hope you like and subscribe. Okay, so there you have it. This is the tower. Alright, all I need to do now is to water it, and I can fertilize and put pellets of like chicken manure kind of pellets or goat manure, basically organic pellets, into the ring, so that in the middle, when I water it, it gets some nutrients along the way. So this thing is very stable. It's really heavy. It's not too top heavy because the core of this, alright, is basically hardwood chips. So it's very light. So most of the weight is at the bottom. So even in windy conditions, it shouldn't move, especially if you water it very, very often. So this plant is now going to sit where the last section was by the fence. Just going to leave it right here. Keep it watered, and yeah, it's going to live with the rest of the poles that I'm going to start putting back into that space. I hope you find this helpful, that this can inspire you also to grow climbing orchids in small spaces where you get lots of sun. And yeah, comment if you think I can do better. I'd love to hear, what other people have to say. And okay, catch you in the next video. I'm Hendrika, your guide to Once Upon an Orchid, signing off for now. Bye!